I'm going to show you how to make delicious scrambled eggs loaded with vegetables and some nice spice. You can start with any vegetables you like. I typically use onions, red bell pepper, green bell pepper, scent pepper, and some tomatoes. I usually dice the vegetables pretty small. There's a lot of things you can put inside of these eggs, but I usually try to keep it pretty simple. This is my go-to recipe for quick, easy breakfast with a good amount of spice. I first season my eggs with salt, and I have a very scientific way of doing this. I shake the canister in my hand, and that first amount of salt that comes out corresponds with 1 egg, and I do this several times depending on how many eggs I have. Or if you really want to be precise, for 5 eggs I use about 1/8 of a teaspoon. Then for these same 5 eggs, I'll add half a teaspoon of dried thyme and 1 teaspoon of curry powder. Usually when I make it, to be honest, I never actually measure, I just kind of eyeball things, but I'm putting in measurements just so it can be easily replicated by others. Then in a pan that's already been heated, I'll add 2 tablespoons of oil. It seems like a lot of oil, but it's really not. I use this amount just to make sure that I really fry the vegetables before adding the egg. I test my oil to see that it's hot, and then I'll go ahead and add the onions first. I like my onions really to be cooked well. A lot of times they may even get a little burnt, and I don't mind this. I give the red and green peppers some time to cook, stir them around before going ahead and adding the scent pepper. This time I actually didn't add as much scent pepper as I usually do, just because I wanted a little less spice, but you can do it according to your preference. The very last whole vegetable I add, or I guess really it's a fruit, either way, it's tomatoes. I do this last on purpose because I know that it doesn't take long to cook and I don't want them to become too soft in the scramble. The very last thing I'll do is throw in the tomato paste. I'll usually put about 2 teaspoons. This is the part where I'll really give the tomato paste some time to cook and saute just to get that sour taste out. Then the very last thing is I'll add the beaten eggs inside, scramble around, and before you know it, you're done. And look how easy it was to make a delicious, flavor-filled Nigerian scrambled eggs. You know, I was well into my adulthood before I realized there was such a thing as eating scrambled eggs with just salt and pepper. Growing up, every family member had their own scrambled eggs version with various things added, and my mood sort of dictated whose I preferred. Don't get me wrong, there's definitely a time and place for a basic scrambled egg, but today's not that day. Thanks for watching. Check out more of our cooking videos for some recipe inspiration.